the lamp of the wicked will be put out. No one ceases to exist. Every human being has an everlasting existence. Either you will exist forever in heaven or you will exist forever in hell. This is what the Bible teaches. And it will be a conscious existence. In fact, it is true to say you will never have been more conscious than you will be in the eternity to come. If you're in heaven, there will be absolute clarity in your mind as to God's goodness and grace to you in His Son, Jesus Christ. And if you are in hell one day, there will be absolute clarity in your mind as to your own guiltiness, as to the fact that you deserve that judgment, as to the fact that you are in everlasting misery, and as to the fact that you don't want anybody else to be there. This is what the Bible teaches. There's nothing more precious than your life. What will you take in exchange for it? What will you sell your soul for? I'm sure you recognize it like I do. Every day in this world there are people selling their souls. Selling their souls. They run after the lies of Satan while they reject the truths of Christ. And if you live your life that way, and if you perish, if you die in that state, what will you be able to give to buy your soul back? Do you think you have an offer that God will accept? Do you think you can buy another opportunity with your reputation, with your education, with your material possessions? Will your tears buy you another opportunity? After you have spurned God's grace, after you have rejected God's Son, after you have treated His Son's death as if it didn't matter, after you have refused God's willingness to save you, to be merciful to you, to have pity upon you, when you reject that, chasing after your own sinful ways, what will you be able to offer to God for another opportunity? Hebrews 10:26 says, "For if we go on sinning deliberately, after receiving the knowledge of the truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins, but a fearful expectation of judgment, and a fury of fire that will consume the adversaries." When you understand the value of the soul, when you understand the reality of an everlasting existence, when you understand the finality of the choices that you will make in this world and in this life, then you will see that on this occasion, in Luke chapter 10, verses 25 through 29, this lawyer asked life's most important question. What is life's most important question? The lawyer asks it in verse 25, "Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life?" That is life's most important question. What shall I do to inherit eternal life? How can I know that I have eternal life? Not only is this life's most important question, this is a matter over which we are concerned with discernment. Right? I mean, have I properly discerned my own spiritual condition? I mean, even after I know the answer to the question, right? I've asked life's most important question, how does one inherit eternal life? Even after I know the answer, then there's the matter of, have I really walked into the experience of that? Do I really belong to that category? Do I really have eternal life? And if that issue has been settled in our hearts, then there's another matter for discernment, and that is, what about the people whom I love? What about my family? What about my friends? What about the people I work with? Do they really have eternal life?